So we've arrived in this project. I'm visiting one of my students. He's recently joined my project, my program. I think it's about maybe a couple of months or so. So since he's joined, I've helped him implement all the stuff that I normally do myself, and we've just secured 2 properties. And I'm at the first property, super excited to kind of come here to see what he's done. We've just literally got the keys yesterday. Look so excited and pumped up to show me the property, and obviously I'll be advising him what we need to do next. And it's a very good location. Look at the area, very touristic area as well, and it's not far from one of the biggest tourist areas in the UK. So I'm super excited. I cannot wait to meet him for the first time as well. I've never met him, I've always met him online, so I'm super excited. Look forward to sharing you his property. Hello, welcome to Property Investment Blueprint. I'm here with Gavin, the main man. Gavin just secured a property. It's an amazing property. Drove down here just to meet him, congratulate him. He's been working really hard. He's going to talk us through his property so we can see then how we can kind of bring some ideas together and add significant value in this property. So thanks very much for having us, Gavin. Really appreciate your invite here. So I'd like you to walk us through the property, tell us how you secured it, etc. Yeah. See if we can learn from it, and also see what sort of value we could add here. Yeah, if you walk us through then.
Okay, cool. So in here we've got the front room.
Yeah.
Which, when I first seen the property, I thought to myself, you know what, this could easily be converted into a bedroom.
Yeah.
Because it's 2 bedrooms at the moment.
Yeah.
And obviously we want to achieve as many bedrooms as we can.
Yeah.
So I thought, yeah, okay, so we could make this into a 3-bedroom property, no problem at all.
Yeah.
So we'll build the stud wall here.
Yeah,
across.
makes sense. Yeah.
Keep the one radiator here, put another radiator there.
Yeah.
Move, keep the lighting there, put another light in here, so you've still got some lighting in the hallway.
Yeah.
Job done.
Okay.
Obviously we're gonna take off all these old doors.
Yeah, exactly.
Change take the day door rails off.
Take the architraves off, yes.
All the trays off.
Yeah.
Do all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Then,
Wow, I like this room.
this one here.
It's a big room, this one
Nice
is.
big room, yeah, nice size.
Yeah.
So we'll keep this as it is. Obviously we'll take out the fireplace,
Okay.
modernize it. Obviously we're gonna skim all the walls,
Yeah.
replaster,
Mm-hmm.
do nice paint it up, get it to a nice standard.
Yeah, it's a very big room, right? We're gonna take all this old fashioned here. Look at that TV, bro.
Yes, yeah.
So basically, we're gonna take all this fireplace, but we're still gonna have a vent there if it's not been blocked,
Yes.
so get the fresh air coming in, so you stop the damp coming in.
Yeah.
So I think we can keep this as a sitting room because
Yeah.
it's very close to the kitchen as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I like the room.
Yeah.
I like the room.
Modernize the lighting and
Yeah,
stuff like that as well, you know.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, walk us through the
And
kitchen.
then kitchen.
Yeah.
So this, I mean, look, it's okay.
Yeah.
Obviously very old fashioned, but it's okay. It's not
Mhm.
dirty or anything like that. But obviously because what we're looking at is to add more value to the property.
Yeah.
Take it all out, you know what I mean? Put a new kitchen in.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously put splashbacks,
Yeah.
retile where we need to retile.
Mm-hmm.
And just basically give it a good facelift.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with you on that. So what we're going to do here, basically, we're going to rip out the kitchen, as you
Rip
said.
it out,
If we
yeah.
can sell it as second hand,
Yes,
we can
do
sell
that,
it as
yeah.
well.
Mhm.
And but what we could do, we're going to have a brand new kitchen here.
Yeah.
We're going to sink all these sockets in.
Yeah.
So everything goes in.
Yeah.
So all the sockets here, you can see there. And now what we're going to do once we're doing this, we're going to have the sockets behind the actual units,
Yeah.
behind the actual white goods. So we can have a spot here. You can turn it up from here.
Yeah.
And obviously then we're going to install the kitchen, brand new splashback tiles. And obviously we've got the spotlight, which is good,
Yeah.
which means it's just kind of replacing it with the modern ones after it's been skimmed. We're going to take all these corner bits that they've had there, upgrade it nicely, maintain it, bring it to that modern life. Okay, that's what we're going to do here, I think.
Yeah.
And are we going to keep it as an electric cooker, or are we going to have a gas?
It's a good question. I mean, I'd probably put a gas one in if possible.
Right, okay.
Okay. But we just have to work out what makes the most sense.
So what I was thinking, probably we can leave electric. If this is working, we keep it.
Right, okay. If
Right?
we need to replace it.
Yeah, we don't need to replace it because this is movable, okay?
Yeah.
And again, if you want to sell it, we can sell it as well.
Right, okay.
Right?
Yeah, it's not in bad condition either.
But this looks like it's in a good condition. We can keep the electric. Why we need to keep electric is because you are able gas is expensive right now. It's
Mhm.
cheaper than electric.
Right.
So it's more expensive
Cheaper
than
yeah.
electric. So we can use this then as either it's existing
Yeah.
or we can buy, when we buy the kitchen from the suppliers, they
Yeah.
normally comes with their own stove and cooker as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's good. That could be another return on the investment style.
We've got a washing machine.
You can washing machine as well.
Washing machine.
Washing machine, fridge, freezer. So what we're gonna
And
do
we've got a
today?
freezer as well.
What we're gonna do today?
Yeah.
Take photo of all these.
Yeah.
We are vlogging them,
Okay.
right? And another way to start making a bit of money to pay for your labourers, basically.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
Right.
Take a photo of that. Take a photo of that. Take a photo. Chuck it in Gone 3. Someone will pick it up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
So you're taking us to the kitchen now.
Bathroom area here.
Sorry, bathroom.
So this here
Yeah.
is obviously like it's supposed to be a jacuzzi.
Yeah. Okay.
but I
Jacuzzi
think-
bath.
yeah,
Interesting.
jacuzzi bath. But yeah, very 1970s. So I think this definitely needs modernising.
Yeah.
You know.
So yeah, it looks good. Can I, is it okay to stand here? And again, this you can flog if you wanted to.
Right.
Right? If you can make money from it, go for it.
Yeah.
So basically, it's got a jacuzzi bath,
Yeah.
right? Which is a good thing. And then obviously, we're gonna remove all these tiles,
Yeah.
right? And then you're gonna skim, you're gonna like plaster it, and then get it tiled. We might not tile the whole bathroom again.
Right.
We can just tile around the bathtub
Yeah.
and make sure whatever paint we're painting here is waterproof paint.
Yes.
Right, so it doesn't cause that damp. And then obviously we're going to upgrade the sink,
Yeah.
and we're going to upgrade the bathroom to the toilet there
yeah.
as well. So
Take
I
off
like
this
the
door
size.
as well because he's there.
Yeah, we're going to change the door.
Yeah.
All the woodwork will be upgraded. So I like this. So yeah, take us upstairs now. Let's have a look what's upstairs.
Do you want me to take you upstairs? Or do you
Yeah,
want me to
let's
show
go
you the little
upstairs.
secret?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Show me do you want to leave the secret for last?
See if we, okay, we'll
Secret
save it for
for
last.
last,
Okay,
yes.
cool.
Okay, so we're getting upstairs now. I like this room.
Yeah.
The reason why I like
Nice
it is massive.
Yes, exactly.
It's massive and it's got a built-in wardrobe as well.
Built-in wardrobe, so yeah.
So,
Got that here.
mhm,
So say we take off this door,
mhm.
keep the wardrobe here.
Yeah.
Don't need another wardrobe.
No.
Um,
It's a massive
change
room.
the radiators.
Yeah.
Obviously, skim all the walls,
Yeah.
replaster them.
Mhm.
And that's pretty much obviously take up the carpet.
Yeah, take the carpet off. Yes, right.
Yeah.
And then I like this story. I like the wardrobe. I think the bedroom wardrobe is massive, bro.
Yeah, it's good.
It's massive.
It's a nice height as well, it's quite high.
Again, that saves you money, bro. You don't have to buy a wardrobe.
Right, exactly.
Right? You don't have to buy a wardrobe. You've got it here already.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Especially what we were gonna do here.
Right.
Right, we'll tick all those boxes. Obviously, we're gonna change that door as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I like this room. I think my best room is the one next door, to be honest. The one.
Yeah,
other
this
bedroom
one here, yeah.
I think I love this one better. You know, the reason is because I think the wardrobe is amazing. We've
Yeah.
got that wardrobe. Although it looks a bit outdated,
Yeah.
but we're gonna upgrade it.
Exactly.
We're gonna upgrade it, do it really, really nice.
Yeah, there's no need to get rid of this. I think we can make good of it, you know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
again,
Mhm.
same things, taking off the day door rails,
Yeah.
architraves,
Mhm.
skirting,
Mhm.
sinking the plug sockets.
Yeah.
But the thing that I like the most about this is that, especially because this is what grabbed my attention when I first came to look at the property, is that you've got this beautiful, nice little park outside. In fact, it's massive. It's like, you know, it's got a lake. It's yeah, it's
man.
really kind of like, it's just nice if you open up your window and kind of like on a nice bright summer's day. It's just nice to look at, you know.
And you got the trees as well.
Got the trees
you got
there.
that fresh air coming through.
Exactly. You know, it's nice lighting. Bus stop that's just there, that
Yeah.
will take you into the town city centre really easily.
Well,
so
you can walk it as
you
well.
can
can't
walk it. Yeah, I mean, if you
Walk
want to walk to the town centre, it's only going to take you less than 10 minutes.
it. Yeah, but that lake, bro.
But yeah, you
Imagine here in summer. I'm coming here for.
when I
bro.
came in the first place, it was summertime. So
Yeah.
when I was looking outside and it was all bright and sunny, I was kind of like, you know what, I really like this.
Yeah, it's amazing, man. The location, you cannot get a better location than
Yeah,
this.
you got a really good location there.
So what we're gonna do also, we're gonna change that double glazed window.
Yeah.
Good news. This one looks fine.
Yeah, that one.
Upgrade
Yeah.
that,
Yeah.
and then obviously we're gonna scheme all that, everything. We'll go through the whole process anyway, so that again you can remember that.
Yeah.
Okay, so now you're gonna take me to a secret place.
Right. So this one here.
Yeah.
Be interesting to know what you think about this.
Okay.
So out here is kind of
what is this?
right.
Whoa! You got a garage.
Yeah, bathroom.
What?
So
I never knew this was here.
Right, so this here, basically, just outside that door, is where you can come and go.
Yeah.
Just going around the corner will lead you back to the main road.
Okay.
So it's working out. This space here is too good not to do anything with it, you know,
Definitely.
because it's a big space, you know.
Definitely.
Obviously, you can put a car in here, so it's
Definitely.
so it's something that I don't really know what can be done and how to utilize it to its best potential. But
what we're gonna do here, first of all, we need to go and check what has been done around here with the neighbors.
Yeah.
Right. That's one thing we need to do. If there's a potential to extend, we extend there. If there's no potential to do it, so be a car park for your guest or for your tenant.
Yeah.
We can do it really, really nice where we don't have to spend money in it because nobody's living in here. Then we got this as a parking who comes in.
Yeah.
So they don't have to worry about their car being smashed out there.
Yeah.
They've got
And
this
it's permits
security
out there as well,
and
so
it's permits, so it saves them money. So
Yeah.
I can't believe we got this here, to be honest.
Yeah. So these were all selling points when I was kind of coming and looking around and thinking to myself, you know what?
This is good, man. This
Yeah.
is good. This is good. And we've got the keys for all these, for this door as well,
Got all
isn't
the
it?
keys, everything.
Right. Brilliant. Well done. Well
Yeah.
done, bro. Well done. So now what we're gonna do next? We're gonna talk about the refurbishment process.
Yes.
Right? We talk about how we're gonna make this a buy, refurbish, refinance, try to recycle as much money as we want.
Yeah.
And also gonna talk about the finances as well. Let's see how much
Okay.
we could be making here, okay?
Okay.
So let's go into the sitting room so we can talk about that.
Okay.
Yes, Gavin, thanks very much for showing me your property. So I really appreciate you having me here. Thank you. And I'm super excited to actually meet you. And could you tell us a bit about, before you started, what's your backstory?
So my backstory is I worked for the BBC for 8 years as a presenter and a DJ. Then I've worked in music management. I've worked in developing new talent. So it's more, my career has more been in music more than it has been anything else. But then about 2 years ago, I decided that I wanted to also do other things because I believed that skills are transferable. So you could learn one trade, but it doesn't mean that you can't transfer some of those skills into something else. Yeah. So I decided I wanted to go into a different direction as well. So I still do the music stuff, but I also want to do other things. So that's how the property thing kind of came about, and I started saying to myself, okay, let's start seeing how we can get involved in property.
So obviously you and I think we met online. I'm not sure really how we met. So how long since you've joined the mentorship program, and what sort of thing have you done since, and what really have you been up to?
How we met, just to go to that, is it was through a YouTube ad.
Oh really? Okay.
So I seen a YouTube ad. I seen watched loads of them. I watched so much content on YouTube, and I seen you pop up in between videos. Yeah. And I thought, you know what? Let me get in contact, do you know what I mean? And let me just reach out and see what this guy's all about. So we started the program with you, I believe, in June. Yeah. I think it was June. Yeah, is that right? Yeah, about June. Yeah. And then, I mean, as a part of the journey, like I've had mentors before, and I don't want to drag anybody, but things haven't gone right or people haven't delivered their promises. Yeah. So you kind of become a little bit apprehensive about who it is that you're trusting, because obviously when you're doing something for the very first time, you're vulnerable, and you're kind of feeling like you don't know that much, and someone could tell you anything, and if they're supposed to be your mentor, you're going to believe them. So you gotta weigh it up. So I was a little bit apprehensive about doing that, but then because I've been doing this with my mum as well, and I says to her, look, but we have to have a mentor, because this is going to be really difficult for us to navigate ourselves. It doesn't matter how many YouTube videos you watch, which is great to watch the YouTube videos, but you also need someone that you can call, someone that can talk you through different processes, because you can't ask a question to a YouTube video. You might put something in the comments, but you don't know whether it's going to get answered, and you don't want to sit around waiting. So anyway, I just thought, let's get another mentor. And again, that's how we found yourself. And since joining the course, it's been amazing, because the amount that it is, if we look at June, July, August, September, the amount that we've learned in the last 3 months has been so significant on this journey. It's really taken, we're in a property now. We're in a property. So it stands to reason that it works, you know what I mean? And like every time that I speak to you, and when we do our Zoom calls and stuff like that, I just learned so much. So I've always got to make sure that I've got my pen, my paper, and I'm writing stuff down. Oh, hold on, Ryan, can you say that one? Say that again.
No,
you say a lot of things, so you got to catch it, you know. And I think, you know, it's also the thing that I enjoy about working with you is the patience, because as you would know, working with different people, not everybody's got the same speed in learning.
Yeah.
So some people, you might have to take your time with them, and
Yeah.
some people might get it straight away.
Correct.
Might say it once and they're off and they go.
Yeah.
And I'm the kind of person that I like to penetrate information, sometimes quite slow, just to make sure that it's all locked in, you know, and you've been really patient with that process, and not ever made me feel like I'm asking something that you should know the answer to that already, or you might have even told me before, but I might ask again, but you've had the patience to kind of go at my pace of learning without making me feel like, you know, you're still asking these questions after all this time or anything like that. And I like that because it doesn't make you feel intimidated, you know?
Yeah. So I like that as well. To be honest with you, it's not about the questions. I know you wanted to do something. I know you want to achieve it. I remember when we started, you were a bit skeptical because you get burnt before,
Exactly.
and your mom had to be on the Zoom call. I think we had the Zoom call twice, right? First one, and the second one, mom got
says, Mom,
involved
you gotta meet this
because
person.
mom wasn't sure because you've lost lots of investment with the previous mentor, and then obviously I give you my word, and your mom also said, you know what, I don't know how I was able to persuade him. Basically said, I believe what you're saying. She was really, really motivated, and I promised her, I said, listen, whatever I cannot do for myself, I would not make sure you do it. So whatever I'm doing, it's about working together as a team to get you to where you want to go. And also what draws me into you a lot more is the energy. You've never called me saying, "Oh, Rahim, this is difficult, man. I can't really do this." You always come up with
I almost
something
did
else.
once, and then you stopped me straight away.
I said, "No, don't do that." Yeah. That's what I think. I can't even remember it. To be honest.
I remember. It was this property I was talking about, and I was kind of like, "Are we sure this is the right thing that we're doing?" You said, "Don't say that." Do you know what I mean? Like, you've made the right decisions. Like, you've done the due diligence. Like, let's go. And then from when you said that, I said to myself, "You know what?
Exactly. So you see, you still kept that energy basically, and now you're in your first property since the Journey Mentorship Program. It took us about maybe a few weeks because of COVID and all that sort of thing, and now you've also secured another property in South Wales.
Exactly.
So and as I was saying just now to you, is you are putting the hard work. All I do give is words, but you're kind of implementing it. So the kind of compliment goes to you, because if you don't implement, it doesn't happen. If you see, I drive all the way to Cardiff to here, it's not just because I want to drive, it's because I want to share that passion with you, I want to share the result with you, so you can know it is doable. And today we're here, and we're going to be making lots of return on this property. Not just return, we will be providing homes for people as well.
Exactly, yeah, that's right.
So again, we have few people that are looking to start their property investment journey, but they're not really sure whether to do it or not. What would you say to someone who's contemplating to start their property investment journey?
Do it, you know, like, because the thing is, I'm sure that anybody that's watching this video have watched other videos as well, and seen other people's stories, and then probably, like I did anyway, question, how real is this? Because some parts of it you might think to yourself, it actually sounds like it's too good to be true. Yeah. And then sometimes when something is too good to be true, well, it's probably not true. Yeah. But with property, what it is that I've realised is that, one, it's paramount to making sure that you're working with the right people. Yeah. And especially, I don't mean to put you under any pressure, but the mentor is really important because you've got to be able to, the rapport that we've got, I'm grateful for, like genuinely grateful for, because I think that if you don't have a great rapport with the person that you're supposed to be learning from, well, how much are you going to take from that person? Because you're always going to have that barrier in between, which is going to then ultimately block your learning. Because you're only going to let certain things that you want to hear go in, and some of the things you don't, you're going to be like, no, that's not true, and they're not telling me the right thing here or whatever. So I think it's really important to get the right mentor. But I think, you know, something that really dawned on me that the whole world's been through is a pandemic, which is something that in our lifetimes we've never really experienced before. And that told me at the end of it, what are the things that are actually sustainable, that regardless of whether the world stops, what are the things that keep on going, and housing is one of the properties. Like, absolutely, we always have to have a roof over our heads. That's never going to change. So absolutely. At the end of the day, so if we're starting to look at sustainability, a lot of us will want to look at generational wealth, want to look at what it is that we're handing down to our family members, children, whatever it is. Well, property is obviously a great place to be able to start on your journey into having sustainable income.
Yeah, you're right there. So this is what I've been banging on recently. When it comes to property, it's a tangible asset. You can walk past it, you can drive past it, you can visit it, you can be in it as we are now, and you can hug it, you can even kiss it.
That's right.
Right? And I remember speaking to one of my friends recently. I asked him how did COVID impacted him. He asked me if COVID ever happened. I said, well, unless we're living on the Iraq. So, but it hasn't impacted me because all my tenants paid me rent, and the government provided the subsidies for the people who are struggling to actually pay. The people that invested in the stock market. I had someone who lost 1.5 mil because he invested in the travel industry and the hospitality industry. The only thing he had is the 3 properties we helped him buy. Basically, and again, you're absolutely right. It's sustainable. It's there for you. It's not just for you, for your children and for your great-great-great-grandchildren. Because that's what he said to me the other day. He said, you want to invest for long term, not just doing it quickly and make a bit of return. And it's a long term. Now you've got this property. Literally, you've got this property until God knows when.
Properties.
You got it here, and the location is absolutely perfect. So now I need to talk to a little bit about the figures now, because I'm super excited. I want to hear about it. We know this one is a buy, refurbish, and refinance property, and we bought it significantly below market value.
We did.
So could you tell me about what is the sort of renovation estimate? And what do we think? You don't have to give me the exact figures, obviously, because we don't want to know people to know where we are. But you can tell us roughly how much you expect the property would be valued at once we finish the work.
So, refurb costs, we're probably looking at anywhere between 12 to 15,000.
Okay.
End value by the time that we've done it, I would say the property price should then go up around 30,000.
Right, okay. So we're talking about maybe once you've done the work, the property will be valued maybe anywhere between 120 to about 130k.
That's right.
Roughly. And that would be meaning probably pulling all of our investment out. Most likely all investment out.
I believe that this will be more or less my first no money left in deal.
Boom, I like that. Let's make it happen.
I think that, and even if there is any money that's left in, the margins of it is like it will be covered within no time.
It's
so
tiny.
There will
it's
be
tiny.
It'd be like such a small amount that it's really insignificant to be fair.
And also we're going to be saving in our bridging loan interest as well.
Absolutely.
And the other thing also I like about this property when we're looking at it, we did not just look at it as a buy-to-let property. No. We also look at it as holiday-let property, service accommodation property. And now, obviously, we are in a prime location. Attracted to one of the busiest touristic areas in England. And we are basically just in front of a lake. Talk to me about the figures, because you and I know we're not going to do this as a buy-to-let, okay? We're not renting this to a family. Sorry, families, we're not going to rent it to you. We're going to be doing it as holiday-let and service accommodation. Talk us through the figures.
Well, with this, we could be looking again anything between 22 to 25,000 a year.
Wow.
And it's easily achievable.
Yes.
Because of where we are, we're in a city centre postcode, basically. So everything, all the amenities, like if you do want to get into the city centre, there's a bus stop that's just literally across the road. I think it's like 2 stops. But if you want to walk, it's going to take you 10 minutes, if that. I mean, I did the walk myself. I actually even walked from the train station here, and even that alone is only like 20-25 minute walk.
Wow.
So everything, amenities-wise, it's got everything very, very close.
It's not just the amenity-wise. I know that's a massive benefit. But when I was driving here, I realised it's not far to that place I just told you about.
Okay, so there's a major attraction that all year round that people...
It's a very, very touristic area, which means you're not going to have lots of voids, because, as I said, it's throughout the year. Regardless what season it is, you've got always got people here. And by the way, it's not a seaside as well. If you're thinking it's a seaside, it's not. No. So very, very, very good.
Everybody knows it. Like around the country, everybody knows.
It's a very famous place. Just take it that way. So just to talk about. Before we got to the end of talking about those figures, just talking about the renovation works now, so that we can have an idea of what we're doing. So what we're going to do first, we're going to do things in stages. So the first thing we're going to rip out the property. We're going to take all the dado rails, all the skirting boards, and then take all the wallpapers away. But there's a wallpaper. Then obviously we'll invite the plaster in. And then once we've got the plasterer, no, not plasterer, we're going to invite the plumber in.
Yeah.
And the electrician would also be doing their first fix.
Yeah.
And then obviously then we get the plasterer in to come and scheme and do all the stuff they need.
Yeah.
And then after the plasterer comes in, we can get the joinerer to come back in.
Yeah. Do the kitchen.
To do the kitchen, laminate floor and all that sort of thing. And then we've got the plumber to come in to do their second fix. Electrician also to come back and do their second fix. And then we can then paint the property, and then we're going to decorate it as well. So that is nutshell, that's the overview of what we're going to do. Obviously we're going to go in depth in every sort of thing throughout the way, and I said I'm here to support you, bro, no matter what. You know, I'm really impressed of what you've done. You've been an inspiration to me. Seriously, you have.
Likewise.
Because you've actually kind of hold on to your promise. Right?
Well, absolutely.
Because we've looked at over 100 deals, if not more.
Do you know what?
Right?
Even where I am now, the amount that I've seen.
Yeah,
I would come up here and I would spend like 8 hours literally in one day. I'd just drive around, like.
And you never give up as well.
Oh no.
Because you said, Rahim, this is gonna be my thing. That's what you told me. This is gonna be my thing, and you've done it, man. You've done it. So
giving up is never an option.
So I just can't believe the property, and the location is literally prime. And the second one we just secured as well. Yeah. It's
another one.
It's another one. Yeah. Like it's literally bang in the city center as well. So yeah, well done. The thing I wanted to ask you also. Yeah. If for the people who are thinking of maybe joining my mentorship program or my training program, what advice do you have to people who are kind of thinking about joining the program?
Do you know, I think it's a gut feeling first and foremost. I think you have to follow your intuition. Yeah. And if you feel like, you know, because we've done, it was like an induction call that we've done.
Strategic call.
Strategy call.
Yeah.
So you have to feel that out and kind of like, you know, see if you can feel like you're catching a vibe, getting a rapport that you're building, and then go with your intuition, because I think that sometimes we ignore our intuition because we might be stubborn, we might be too afraid, you know, and I think that you have to take leaps of faith. And if you can do that, then that's when you start to open yourself up to having some of the things that it is that you actually want. But I think that again, like I said before, I think for me, it's beneficial to people because you're a man of your word. And you already said to me from the get-go, I might not be able to answer the phone every single time that it is that you call, but I will always call you back. And so far, you have always called me back.
Oh, thank you.
So even if you don't pick up, more times you pick up and you know, I can get hold of you. But then if you haven't, because for whatever reason, you always call me back and we always go through things. So there's nothing where it's kind of like, boy, it's been like 2 weeks or 3 weeks or whatever. I haven't heard from Rahim, like, where's he gone, sort of thing. I've always felt like, for whatever it is that I'm doing, and then there's been different things as well that we've spoken about, you know, that you're always there, where I know that I've got someone to support what it is that I'm doing, so I don't ever feel like I'm alone in this, or I don't have the support that it is. And I kind of had that feeling prior to meeting you, so to have that is a big relief. So yeah, I would say, like to me, you're the guy. I said this to you already.
Bro. Thanks.
You're the guy. Like the thing is, and you know, even again meeting you here today, again, there's more things that it is that I'm learning. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, there's things that it is that you spot and that you see, and you know, you're very sharp with everything. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, I guess it comes from the experiences that it is that you've had to overcome, or whatever you've learned along the way. But you know, it's you've actually been the real deal. So for me, again, and as I mentioned, this is something that is very close to me because it's something that I'm actually doing with my mum. And my mum's kind of like my mum, and so it's like to do this, I have to. When I put trust into somebody, I'm putting it not just on my behalf; it's on her behalf as well, because she trusted me. Yeah. So I have to then try and make the right type of decisions. So again, all of this is kind of, you know, my mum can't stop praising you. It's kind of like, I watched some of Rahim's videos as well, and the way that he did this and the way that he done that and blah blah blah. And you've spoken to so you know, the rapport and the trust has been built. So I think, you know, it's something that I'm glad that YouTube video came about, because it might not have, and if it didn't, I don't think the journey that I'm on now would be the same.
Oh yeah, thanks very much, bro. As I said to you, you are the one who's done the hard work, and your mom, I think she's the backbone of it, because one of the reasons why because I had 11 people already. I think I had a 12 person, because I always take 12 people a year. Yeah. And the reason why I said, you know what, let's get Gavin on board. I saw your mom, I saw that I wasn't with you in person because this is the first time actually
First time
met
we
you.
met, yeah.
So I saw that translating that Zoom call. Your mom really wanted it,
Yeah.
right? And after spoken with you, I saw that some people, as soon as you see them, these people are people that I really want to achieve something.
Yes.
So I see that in you.
Yeah.
So when I saw that, I said, you know what? Let's make it happen.
Yeah.
And obviously we did make it happen. And look where we are. And this is just literally the beginning of a massive journey. We haven't even scratched the surface yet. So obviously you go out there, continue with the energy, keep pushing it, keep thriving. And as I said, I'm here to support you. And no matter what, just give us a call. We can literally work together to get you to wherever you want to go. And again, thank you so much for actually having me in your property.
Well, thanks for coming down, man. I know you've travelled a long way to get here as well. So and as this is the first time that we've met, I'm glad that we've actually got to meet each other in person as well, because that's the other thing that I was going to say as well, is that, because when you're not close to a person in terms of proximity, that also might make you think, oh, but can I trust that person because they're not that close to me? But, there's been times where we've spoken more or less every day.
Yeah.
And if we're not speaking on the phone, then we're talking on WhatsApp. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like, so we're still communicating with each other like all the time. So the remote thing that it is that we're doing, even though it's the first time I'm meeting you, it feels like I've met you a million times already. Do you get what I'm trying to say? That's for real. So it's like, and the other one thing that I always said that if I do one of these videos that I wanted to mention is that these videos, they're not rehearsed videos in terms of, because I've always started to think to myself in my little conspiracy theories where it's like, did that person tell him what to say here, or like, is this all kind of like, cause, like you'll see other people's videos, you think, you kind of question it, like this is completely off the cuff.
And you didn't even know we were going to do this video, did you?
I didn't know. It's kind of like, so now that we're doing it, and now that I see how the actual process is, it's like, it is as it is. Do you know what I mean? Like, so there's no kind of like false pretenses.
I didn't even send you the question. I don't even know the question I was asking as well.
You just asked me something. I'm just answering.
So as I said, thank you so much, bro. I really, really appreciate what you're doing, and I just cannot wait to come back here in about a few weeks' time to see all these things done, and this place has become a bedroom. So I really cannot wait. But Gavin, thanks very much. Cheers.
Love.
Good, man. Well done.